as you can hear, if you haven't already getting touched on. I missed the whole school year.
If you
Yeah.
thought that
So
was
check this
bad,
stuff out, guys.
stay
Share the
tuned.
stuff,
Listen to the
please.
full
I would
recording
really appreciate it. My
as a
daughter,
little
this girl
girl
here,
ripped from her family,
Tash.
traumatized.
Is it's your girl, the Tadashi, here with a video today. So here is my website that I have. I've put this out there many different places, from YouTube, on um, Facebook, on um, TikTok, on any social media form, and WhatsApp groups to Yashar'al, on Hebrew Connect, all sorts of places. It's like a tireless fight that I am extremely pissed off about, and I'm extremely exhausted. Oh, no. Yeah, and no. So here, as you can see, when the website comes on, a video plays, it will be automatically muted. So you have to click on the button there to turn on the volume. But this is the footage of the police breaking into my house, and it's actually on this page as well. So you can watch it on either page, whatever one, you're going to have to click that. So with that being said, um, we got foster mom committing sexual abuse on my call from my daughter, which is actually my cousin, but you wouldn't know if you listened to that video. Um, so I have not been able to talk to my daughter. CPS has basically kidnapped my kids since last year, November 6th. They kidnapped my daughter from school. The police broke in the house without a warrant on November 19th last year. No, November 18th last year, sorry. And I have been trying to get help. I've been trying to get people to share out the information I am putting my life on public display. It is embarrassing. It is frustrating. And my daughter is the main one being abused by the system. Um, I've reached out to, like I said, a bunch of Yahshar'al, and it is very disgusting. And I know that my father is very disgusted with the plight of Yashar'al. All these leaders, they want to call themselves whatever they want to be, Mares, shepherds, Malak, whatever they want to call themselves. And these organizations that they've created and exalted themselves to. Um, and they can't do the work. So I had an assembly that I used to fellowship with regularly in person on a Shabbat. Week after week, I go down, share my testimony, I cry, I bawl. They can see that I'm completely overwhelmed and exhausted, and I have been asking for people to help me. I have been in these WhatsApp groups on these, you know, fellowship type, whatever. They have their WhatsApp groups for their different organization or whatever. Um, and I've put the information out there, asked people to share the information. I've asked for if anyone is a lawyer or they know a lawyer in Yashar'al. If anybody knows any sort of politicians, government officials, anything, if they are them themselves. I know people know people. Um, People know people. And one of the organizations that I have reached out to, they have people all over the world, different hubs and things all over the world. And I have got literally no help from anyone. A few people have shared out the information, a few people that I know personally, my friends that I have grown up with, they're not even in Yashar'al. And they have been pretty much helping me more than anybody in Yashar'al. So we hear all these things. Oh, we have to leave. We have to, um, separate from them and this and that. But how are we going to separate from them? We can't even come together. Oh, I'm praying for you and your family and this and that. I've asked you for specific support, and I know that you have access to it. I know that you have the resources for it. You've got thousands of people in your organization, and you mean to tell me, say, you can't do something you don't know? Oh yeah, I know, and such and such hub that there's an attorney there, or there, like literally nothing. It is disgusting, and I'm not afraid to say it. I no longer fellowship with the assembly that I was fellowshipping with because they got offended, because I'm disgusted. This has been going on for over a year, and nobody can do anything. Nobody barely checks on me. Nobody, whatever. Like, it is absolutely disgusting. You call yourself a shepherd or this or that. Those are places of leadership as we see in the scripture. And it tells us we shouldn't even want to do that. Like, I have to find the exact here. Yahoo, or who they say is James chapter 3, first verse. Not many of you should become teachers, my brothers, knowing that we shall receive greater judgment. Right there. And there's many other ones. Woe to those who lead my flock astray, and this and that. It is not a light task to take on these roles. You're responsible for people's lives. If you want to call yourself a shepherd, or you're head of the flock, or whatever, it is your job to make sure everybody has what they need. I am a farmer, so I know I've lost many goats, many sheep. Who is it responsible upon? Who does the responsibility fall upon? Me and my husband. Lots of them, when we weren't here, we did things. We had one that died a sakut. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who we leave in charge, who we delegate to. The responsibility falls on the leader. So I've got all these people. We're praying. We're praying for you and your family. What else are you doing? If you're praying, what did Yahuwah give you? Because I've got all these people continuously praying for over a year. What was the answer? What was the response? Are you not getting a response? Because I pray, I cry every day for my daughter. And I've been doing things like this, doing things like my YouTube channel, not only this one, but my other one as well. Getting this information out here. I've been doing court papers, fighting these people all the way up to the Supreme Court, all the way up to the Supreme Court, as you can see here. Supreme Court. I have this stuff here. If you go to the website, these are the people, women of color, judges. This one here, assistant chief of police, broke into my house. These are federal district judges in the Third Circuit. They won't do anything. Ignoring me. That's my music. Here's some things. Here. The allegation that Miss Jones's children are being abused in foster care are, if true, undoubtedly egregious. However, the court finds that there is insufficient basis for invoking the extraordinary circumstances exception. This is because the Supreme Court has stated that such circumstances must be extraordinary in the sense of creating an extraordinarily pressing need for immediate federal equitable relief, not merely in the sense of presenting a highly unusual factual situation. You can read the whole order. This one, Ranjan, him here, was the one who wrote that. He's in the district court and over in Pittsburgh. We've got proof here. The foster mom who has my daughter. I've got hospital record that I submitted. My daughter going to the gynecologist at 9 years old. I've got truancy records that were mailed to my house that she missed almost 3 months of school. And we got it here. But nobody wants to look at it. Let's see how many views that video got. That video got tree views. Tree views. It's got more on TikTok, but tree views. I mean, what's not extraordinary about that? These people, which you can see if you scroll down, here's their initial claim. Their initial claim. Here's what they're still doing to try to get emergency after 1 month after, a couple of months after they tried this, and I wouldn't play with them. We don't have any ties. You don't have any um what do they call it? Interest. Oh, we have state interest. You don't have any state interest in anything, in anybody's family, in anybody's private family. Did they lay down and create the child with you? Or the Yahuwah that they placed them in your belly after you did your little deed? Did they carry them 9 months with you? Were they at the hospital with you pushing? When you took that baby home and you're up in the middle of the night and they're colic or whatever it is, were they there? No, they weren't there. So what interest do they have? They don't have any. Now, unless you're saying that I committed a crime, which I'm not convicted of anything, you don't even have me under any criminal charges. All you're doing is this stupid family court stuff, which is all of it's fraud anyway. But that's another video. It got this. December 20th last year. Take my kid into custody. Collaboration and taking this child in cooperation with Jamaican courts. How is a United States court having taken a custody orders for a child in Jamaica? How? This lady here, this disgrace of a judge in color. Go to the website. The stuff is here. None of this stuff is lawful. None of it. And what are they doing? Hiding behind this here. Younger. Younger versus Harris. I think it was a case in 2007. And what they're using doesn't even, it's not even valid. These people have acted ultra virus. If you don't know what that means without jurisdiction in the first place. Nothing in here, nothing in here, and nothing in here constitutes any type of emergency. They cannot give orders to break in anybody's house. Do you see them doing that with a criminal? No, they get a warrant. They don't say, oh, here, the judge signed this order so we can come and search your place. No, they don't. They get a warrant. But we let them do whatever they want to do with our families. Because, oh, if we just cooperate with them, they'll go away. Oh, no, they're not. They're building records on you. And once they open up the record, they're not going to stop coming. Anything they want to do, they will continue to come in because they never really close them out. That's the trick. But back to the main topic, and I'm probably going to break up this video into different things. But at the end of the day, Yashar'al is disgusting. The plight of it is disgusting. Oh, separate from them. Oh, we're going to have to run to the hills. Oh, we're going to. You can't, you mean to tell me that you can't share this on your social media platforms, on your, I don't even know what to call them, in your groups, in your organizations that you created, whether they're 501c3s, whatever you want to call them, assemblies, online assemblies, whatever. You can't even do that for what reason? What is it hurting you? Are we not all supposed to be family? Is this little girl of Yashar'al, is she not supposed to be your family? Hey, She has to suffer because everybody's afraid for do what? But we're supposed to believe that when everything hits the fan, everything shuts down, a day's wages are going to equate to a loaf of bread and all these things, and they're pursuing us, all that call upon Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yeshua, or whatever names that you use. We're all going to bind together in the hills, and we're all going to support one another. That doesn't even happen now. And we've got it from one of the ladies who have attached themselves to Yahshar'al.
We are to be in this world, but not of it, on one accord. Abba Yahuwah is not looking at our skin color, at our past. He is looking at our walk with Him and our heart posture. I see so many Kodashim getting into little cliques and sticking to their own little. No, we are supposed to be reaching all nations and spreading His truth. And we have got to stop calling on the wrong names. The pagan God and Lord, which literally means Baal. And JC cannot save you. Our true Messiah, Yahusha, came in his father Yahuwah's name. No other name can save you. And we are supposed to be bringing his name to glory. His name has power. You're calling on those incorrect names and do not repent. You are going to hear those awful words, "Depart, for I never knew you." Please, we need.
That's pretty much the gist of what she was saying, which is ties into what I'm trying to say here. And I've been trying to get away from doing this type of video for a long time, months now. And yeah, I have to. I have to cry loud and spare not. I can't be like Yuna. I keep running from it. I don't want to chat. I don't want to say what you want to say. I hate it. I hate doing it. It's not something that I look forward to because I know there's a greater judgment for the people that he wants to call and want to do whatever he wants to do with them. So I run from it because I don't want to be responsible for nobody. I don't want to be responsible for nobody gone in error. But these leaders who want to be seen, who want to be known, who want to have these titles, yeah, woe to those who lead my flock astray. And if we think that we're going to bond together when it hits the fun, and we can't do it now, we're totally and sadly mistaken. It's disgusting, and I'm not afraid to say it. Cry loud, spare not. It is disgusting that I am sitting here, that this little girl is sitting here, and we can't get any support. Very few. Very few. And I can count the number of people who are helping me on my hand, my one hand. It's from Yashar'al. And it's not anybody leader, any moray, any shepherd, any malak, any nobody like that. It's disgusting. I'm telling you, we have to do better as a people, even who don't have a title, but especially when you want to equivalent yourself to a leader, to somebody being intentional about being over people. That's all I got for this video, guys. Again, here's the website. YouTube, if you search for it, I mean, not YouTube, Google will not bring it up. They probably have already censored it because I've sent the information to this court and the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, this website. So if you try to search on Google for it, you're not going to find it. You have to use like a different search engine. And I did add the YAH. I added an extra H in there because I like how that looks. Not that it's accurate in the operate or what the Latin calls Hebrew. If you search for it on Google, it's not going to bring you up anything but a few Instagram posts. And you can get the website, but it won't let you copy and paste it, not from your phone. So, yeah, that's it from that. You can search me on YouTube. That's where my main things are, but uh, also on TikTok. I've started to try to post more on there. I get a little bit more engagement than on YouTube. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't even care if you like it. Just share it. Um, but doesn't have as much. I'm gonna post this video on both, but soon all of this type of information will only be on the Kadashi page because this is for a different purpose, my nation. But their TikTok, I'm also on X, not really active on there. Trying to be a little bit more, trying to get things on that platform. Instagram, as you can see, I have that spills basically over from my Facebook. Um, but here I'm on um, TikTok. Yahshar'al is also on TikTok as well. Um, but yeah, it's 208 views for that call and some comments, and some people have saved it, as you can hear, if you haven't already noticed. Getting touched on. I missed the whole school year.
You thought
So
that was
check this stuff
bad.
out, guys.
Stay
Share the stuff,
tuned. Listen to the
please.
full
I would
recording
really appreciate it. My
as a
daughter, this
little
girl here,
girl ripped from her family,
Tash,
traumatized,
Tashuya,
sexually.
Yahuwah has delivered is her name. Help her, please. She can't even keep Shabbat. A couple of times the lady did let me talk to her. I couldn't mention anything about the feast days. Oh, I don't want her like she's missing anything. She's missing everything. She's missing her healing because she
Abused
can't
in
get
foster care, it's more
in touch
abused
with
by her.
Yoah. She can't keep a Shabbat. She can't keep a feast day. I bought her linens. I've bought her scriptures. I've bought her things that I can't even get to her to try to help her. She can't even look at any, not even these YouTube channels, because these were made after she got took, but our other travel page. The lady won't even let her look at that. It's, I'll tell you, it's a very disgusting situation. It's a very sad situation. It's a very hurtful situation. And this girl here, Tosh, she's the main one. They took my 17-year-old sons, but they don't really care about them. And I got one back here, as some may know, and the other one chose to stay with his dad. I'm not fighting 17-year-olds. I'm simply not. But they're fine. I mean, the courts played and did whatever they wanted to do, gave their dad custody and all sorts of stupidness. But again, they're 17. They're going to be 18 in almost 6 months here or whatever. But this one here, she turned 10 not too long ago. She's the main one that they're holding. And my babies that they tried to come, this is one of them, one of those orders from Jamaica that they tried here.
My
They put these out for the both of my babies in Jamaica, which is absolutely unlawful. And I can't get anyone to help me. I've reached out, done several civil rights claims, which I've got it.
biological
I've
cousin.
got it here. There's some of them with the numbers on them. This guy here is an attorney over in California, sues CPS all the time. Everything that he sues them on, they violated that and much more. And as you can see, the courts are doing stuff like this and ignoring me. I'm filing emergency petitions. They wait months. to get back to me. As I said, the Supreme Court here, they've had my Rule 20 petition since June 20th, 2025, right here. I still have got nothing from them. There's no docket. I've called, emailed multiple times. They won't get back to me. I've reached out to the governors. I've reached out to Summer Lee, who is a state representative in Pennsylvania. She refuses to get involved, said that the only thing they can do is make sure that the CYF is communicating with me, which I've still heard nothing back from even the caseworker since July, middle of July, when I scheduled a video visit with my daughter, that the woman on the phone disconnected after 5 minutes. And I put that in my court papers as well. Yeah, nobody has anything to say. So I am reaching out to everyone to get some help, to get this shared out. There's more, there's a whole heap more to go, as there's so much on for. This is strictly in the district court. This is in the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, where my case is now, which they're pretty much trying to say the same thing, younger abstention. I've done a hearing en banc petition months ago. They're not, they're not, that was the 9th, so that was only a month ago, well, almost 2 months ago. I received nothing back from them. And the petition that I did to the Supreme Court is on there. All of the, not all of them, but some of the stuff that I did, like this terminated visit from the 24th of July. That's what I was talking about. And I had to call on those names, Salaki, for the 24th of their 7th month. I still have not heard anything back from CYF from here. And I've put it in all these court papers. So there's many more documents that need to go on here, but I am one somebody. I've got my 2 babies, I've got my marriage, I've got my farm, I've got one of my 17-year-olds, and I'm doing all these processes, trying to reach out to different people, different organizations to try and get some help and get some the information shared out, get some sort of connections, and I'm getting like nowhere, and it's frustrating. So please share out the information, view the information, share it out, please, and thanks. Shalom.